Hi again, everyone. We're just continuing on here with the series of interviews of the coaches that are coming up for the CGX camps in Canada. Today, I've got the honor and privilege of talking to the UCLA women's coach, Alicia Holmes. Coach, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, Ryan. Thanks for having me. Like you said, my name is Alicia Um Holmes. I'm the head coach of the UCLA women's golf team. This is my second season as the head coach, but my 19th season overall coaching at UCLA. I'm a former D1 golfer at UCLA as well, and I'm super excited to be part of this camp.
Yeah, that's great. And, we're excited for you guys to come up. We have an amazing roster of coaches coming up for the Vancouver. I'll get to meet you there. I'll be there as well. But what do you think personally interested you in coming up to Canada?
So I've been recruiting for a while now, nearly 2 decades, and I have seen the growth and rise of a lot of the Canadian junior golfers, as well as the golfers in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm just looking forward to meeting a bunch of them, having the opportunity to build some relationships and get a chance to see, honestly, Vancouver. I've heard great things about it, but I've never been to the west side of Canada.
Yeah, we got a beautiful location set up for you at Pitt Meadows Golf Course. They're all very excited about hosting this. And I think you've done these camps before, if I'm not correct. But what do you think for you coming into the camp? What advice would you have for players? What ability levels, so on and so forth, to best maximize this experience?
Yeah, I mean, ability levels always vary. I think to maximize experience, you just have to come in with a willingness to learn,
Mhm.
a curiosity, just with a growth mindset, wanting to get a little bit better. I mean, it isn't a magic pill where you come to camp and then all of a sudden your game is drastically different. But I think you can take a lot out of it, the people and the coaches that you meet, and even the campers that you meet that are alongside you. You're going to build these relationships. Every little touch point, I believe, can help you in your game. You really never know what you're going to learn from the people you meet along the way.
Oh, for sure. And the coaches at these camps do an amazing job putting them through the same drills and processes and on-course routines and everything that you do with your teams. So for
Mhm.
a lot of players that I've found, it's like their first crack at it. And it's quite a surprise, maybe some of the differences that they see, do, and learn throughout it. In your case, though, what sort of expectations would you have of those players? And also, what should they expect from the coaches?
Because it's such a condensed camp, it's almost like a whirlwind. You're going to have so much information thrown at you from, I believe, 5 different coaches are up there. So if I were them, I would expect to hear a lot of information. You're probably not going to retain everything, but there's certain things that apply to your game. I think it'd be a good idea if you brought a notebook or something to jot down these ideas so you can remember when you go back home. But the expectation is just coming in, getting to meet a lot of people, getting to engage with these coaches, learn more about college golf, and then hopefully this experience will help you along your journey.
Oh, exactly. And on that note, too, a lot of the feedback we got from the camp in Calgary last year and the other ones that I've seen and been to is that the question and answer periods, like the actual seminar you guys do, is amazing. And also, that allows for any question to be asked. And there's a lot of good and bad information out there about college golf. But what advice do you think you'd have, especially to the parents? Because I do like how CGX camps want the parents there, they want them involved. Essentially, because when you are recruiting players, you're recruiting a family. But also, too, what do you think the parents should expect to get out of this in attending themselves?
I mean, obviously, they're going to be able to ask a bunch of the questions to the coaches during these Q&A sessions. So that part is a given.
Yeah.
My advice goes kind of beyond the camp. It's just kind of a reminder that, your children are people and they're trying their best. I think it's good to remember to put the person before the athlete. Sometimes I think in this process, it gets, there's a lot of pressure to find where you're going to play college golf.
Mhm.
And sometimes this part gets a little lost. So I would just encourage the parents to, let their kids make some mistakes. I think that's how you learn and you grow, but also allow the children to find their voice and find their purpose of why they play competitive golf. As a coach, I don't have any children, but I mean, I care about these young women deeply. So I feel like it's almost the same perspective. And I know sometimes it can get a little tough with the conversations, but it's a reminder for myself too. Putting the person before the athlete is probably the most important piece of advice I could give.
Oh, for sure. It's a huge decision. It's a life decision, and it's got to be the right fit. And that's the whole thing is about players finding the right fit for them, from
Mhm.
an athletic perspective, academic, character, and coaching. So it's a chance to figure out all those answers and go on. But Coach, we're just so excited for you coming up. It's huge to have you there, and I think they're going to learn a lot for everyone that's attending. So I just want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you when I'm out there too with you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan. Looking forward to meeting you and being at the Vancouver camp.